Good morning, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Premier League Zone. My name is Anthony Ajulu, and this is your number one family radio station, Inspiration FM. It's a Thursday, it's FPL Thursday, and beyond that as well is Review Thursday, Preview Thursday as well. We're looking behind to all the action from the Champions League last night, and of course ahead to all the action from the Europa League and the Conference League later tonight as well. And for some reason, I've been in the mood to listen to Rihanna. I don't know why. For some reason, the last few hours, I've just had the urge to listen to Rihanna. What's my name? Oh, na, na. What's my name? Oh, na, na. Anyway, welcome to the show. My name is Anthony Ajulu one more time. The guys are all here, but they have been shaking his head. I don't know why.
He's listening to the song as well.
But Bruno, how are you doing? Did you enjoy the little snippets I gave before the show?
Yeah, that urge will choke you.
Chupulu, let me ask somebody that can appreciate good music. You enjoy that snippet?
Oh my God, that's legendary. That's legendary. And guess what, Anthony? Every time a certain club in Manchester plays a game of football, we have to play this song because the losses. 4 losses in 6 matches.
Nicholas Amele is here too. Nicholas, how are you?
I think Onana is actually listening to that song at the moment. It's a good intro, nice one.
But I think Bode should take responsibility.
Responsibility for what?
For enjoying that song, because Anthony, Onana took responsibility.
Yeah, he did.
But what are you taking responsibility for?
Anthony, the fact that you indulge someone whose team isn't even any better.
But you got my name. I'm right next to you.
To rant and say several things about a club that's even leading them on the table in the Premier League. There's a big problem. But I support you on this one.
See,
I don't say the reason why Tribuno's voice is the loudest. Exactly. You're not playing Champions League. You're not playing Europa League. You're not playing Conference on the show every day. And you just rant and rant.
So don't worry. I will not take this. But you not call me someone.
You take it. It's okay.
You can't call me someone. If you want to talk to me directly. Look at my voice. Call my name.
You're shouting.
Everybody's mic is going off now.
Wait, Anthony, wait. Tell me respect.
Now, so United. That's all.
You see, people have started this show with Rofor already, and I don't like it. Why people do Rofor?
Which one is? You ask people, oh, how are you? What is considered United? It's not fair. No, it's not fair.
You can call us 0700-923-923-923 is the number for you to call. 0700-923-923-923. You can also send us messages on WhatsApp 081-7313-6193 081-7313-6193. Did you enjoy the snippet I played before we started the show? Let us know. Anyway, let's get into it. By the way, you can send us your screenshots of what you got this past weekend. Of course, we'll be telling you guys about what we're doing this coming weekend as well in FPL. But for now, we're sticking with the reviews and the previews as well. But let's just take some early messages before we continue. This one here. Let me see. You got what? No, so niggas, I'm sorry. Christian from AJCT, I'm sorry. You see, the thing is, I have to address this thing. Is the what's it called now? The audacity and the I don't understand. You didn't get it right, and you are saying you send the correct answer, and then you I don't understand. Christian, you were wrong, and the day is over. That was yesterday. Today's another day. But even if it was still today, you were wrong with your answer. So hey, try again. We're bringing it back next week, like I said.
But our person go day wrong. You could send first message on the show.
It's the audacity.
Now United fan go be. Now the audacity when they take get for my go Alliance Arena. What do they call it?
Someone from Studio says, I'm surprised that Bode is surprised that Triple O's voice is the loudest. Typical of a Chelsea fan. Thank you very much.
Come to my side and come and tell me.
Adam says, when you make transfers based on agenda instead of what the team requires, you get performances like that. Onana should have been followed by midfielders who are ready to fight for the team. See how the midfield was bypassed since the season started. This one here says, I got 53 points thanks to Salah and Ben Leno. I have Alvarez now. Okay, thank you very much, Kudus. Yomi from Ikorodu says, good morning, guys. Please, Anthony, it's only befitting to close the show with icons. You can put the blame on me. Shalaye FC. This is just the beginning. More tears to come this season, especially for Body.
We tried FC.
Let's take this call before we get into our reviews. Hello, good morning. Lost that one. All right, let's get into it. I will come to Body for it, actually. Body,
Yeah.
Apparently, the mantra all day in this office and everywhere I've been to all the United fans. We tried. But there's no 3 points to show for it. What exactly did you guys do to make you feel you tried?
Do you guys do? Did you see me go myself?
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. What exactly did Manchester United do?
I don't know.
What exactly did Manchester United do to make you tried?
The game ended 4-3.
So what's the trying there?
They lost.
They defeat. They scored 3, but a respectable result.
No, 4-3. Hold on.
You all came here yesterday and you talked about 7-0, 8-2, and what have you. It ended 4-3.
So what did you go home with yesterday? What did United go home with yesterday?
It doesn't matter.
Timbers. They went home with the Timbers.
On a serious note now, let's what did United do right? Because to be fair, banter aside, I thought they tried as well. Yeah, we can joke around, but I thought
the first 20 minutes United were in total control.
Yeah.
Until that Onana moment happened. Yeah. And one thing that's been typical of United this season, once they go behind in games, they seem to lose their head. Confidence drops, and everything just seems to go wrong. And they seem to just, concede goals back to back. Even when they go ahead, they just seem to just get it all wrong. And that is one area I do feel that for ETH, it needs to start sorting out. It's not a case of saying, the team don't have confidence. Questions will begin to be asked. What do these players actually do on the training ground? Because the same mistakes over and over again, and ETH cannot say he's not saying these things. Defensively as well, in total shambles.
One of the problems I've noticed with United in recent times, it was very evident in the defeat to Brighton at the weekend. Players holding on to the ball too much.
Exactly.
And then I saw the goal from Casemiro. Casemiro's first goal. And the one-touch quick passing to bamboozle the Bayern Munich defense to get that goal. Could that be something United could, implement going forward in the season? Looks like that's the answer. They have very nifty, quick one-touch players. Why not, start doing things like that?
Oh well, a lot of times people want to cut a lot of excuse for Bruno Fernandes. Me, I'm not in that school of thought. Fernandes is the leader of that team, and when the leader is not, doing what he ought to do, the rest of the team just seems to crumble. And that is why I would always say, as much as the stats back Fernandes up in so many ways, for those who sit down to watch a game of football, you realize that it does a lot of things that are so unnecessary. So as a leader, we've seen Kevin De Bruyne, we've seen the likes of Odegaard keep the ball moving. It's not every time you're holding on to the ball, trying unnecessary things that at the end of the day, you won't get them. They tell you, he's always taking a risk. And that is also costing the team. So in the final third, like you did note, United need to move the ball a bit faster. Even Rashford as well. Decision making is very poor and what have you. And these are the things you'd expect a manager to see every match day and work on them. So I'm not seeing any changes, but hopefully the performance last night would be some sort of springboard for this United side.
All right, Triple, let me come to you for Arsenal. It was 4-0. It was expected, and good way to mark your return to the Champions League after a 6-year absence.
Yes, good way to mark your return to the UEFA Champions League after a 6 years absence for Arsenal. And you have to look at the way they started. They are a very, very bright team. They started on a very good note. Before the first half hour mark, they were already up by 2 goals, and before you know it was 3-0 in the first half. So they did the job in the first half, and Arsenal are that team that the mentality right now, I think apart from City, aside City right now, in England in the Premier League, there's no other team that has that kind of mental balance that the Arsenal team actually possesses, and that's one thing that has actually worked for them. They've kept this team together. They know what they are doing. Everybody know where they need to be at a particular time. They know decisions they have to make. They know when to shoot. They know when to run. They know when to pass, and that's one thing that is working for them. They were close last season. This season, they are going to enjoy their time in the Champions League until they get knocked out.
Now we shall see how that goes. Anyway, let's go to the Thursday night boys. Nicholas joins us for that one. I'm looking at some of the names.
Why you shift?
No, should come my side.
Go side. Hold on. I'm looking at some of the names of these Thursday night boys. I mean, there was one name that nearly removed the yesterday. Look at TSC Bakachopola. What was this?
You did not know this morning. I left it at TSC.
Rakov,
Anthony,
Chestokova.
we will play them. No, wow. Kosovo Island, wherever they are, we play them.
Nicholas, let's go to Liverpool. They take on Last Cleans. It's an Austrian team. At least that one is fairly easy to pronounce.
Yeah.
It's away from home, but then again, given the way Liverpool have started, you expect them to get the win later tonight.
Well, it's not going to be easy because at least everybody expects Liverpool to win. But I mean, we're playing a team that has not lost in like 6 games. I think they've had 4 wins and 1 draw.
Yep.
They are playing right there in front of their own fans, in front of their own crowd. I think it's not going to be should I say, an easy walk in the park. But you trust Liverpool. Coming back from 3 games now, we've had to come back to actually win that particular game. I'm very confident Liverpool will get this victory. I'm very confident that the boys will live up to expectation. And this is just the beginning. I think we are going to go very, very far in European League. Even though it is Thursday night football, we'll take it with pride and we'll play good football.
It's a very
What's the meaning of this?
Stop talking to me.
It's a fiery speech.
Respect yourself. Respect your own.
It's a fiery speech.
If someone told me that you'd be chesting.
No, I don't understand.
European League like this.
It's not me. It's Nicholas.
Anthony, I don't understand. Did Manchester United didn't they go there?
Did Chelsea go there?
Chelsea went to collect it. United and Liverpool went to compete.
We have to move on. We have to move on. Let's go to the other games in the Europa League Group A. But please, what is a Bakachopola and can they beat West Ham?
They can back at them up.
What is the Bakachopola? Can it be West Ham?
They will topple them now.
West Ham should be too strong. I mean, Europa Conference League champions should be strong for
straight win for West Ham.
Bakachopola. And then a team that has very little experience in Europe. It's the first time they're playing in Europe. Is Brighton. They take on experienced campaigners in Europe, both the Champions League and Conference League and Europa League. 𝐴𝐭𝐻 Athens. But I'll stick with you here. Should be a difficult one for Brighton in this one.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, on paper it should be. 𝐴𝐭𝐻 Athens, one of those top sides from Greece, but again, you expect the Seagulls. They've been playing so well. Maybe the first few minutes, the nerves might set in, but once they get going, we know what Brighton can do under the Zerbi. I'm not looking beyond the win for the home side in this one.
I'm not looking beyond the win for the home side in this one. And of course, there is Conference League later tonight. And Aston Villa will take on Legia Warsaw. That one is at 5:45 p.m. Nigerian time. Look out for that one. We'll see how that goes. I expect Aston Villa to do well. They have a very, 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 very experienced campaigner in Unai Emery. So I'm wishing them well in this one. All right, we're done talking.
If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button for more. Leave a comment and like. Thank you.